Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are gonna plan my week, but we're also gonna talk about like where I am at. Sorry, my chair's squeaky. Like where I'm at with my planners and kind of what the plan is going forward. So of course this is my hobonichi cousin and I do love this, and I have been consistent with it this past year, like as much as I can, not as much as I want to be, but as much as I can. The last couple days I've been really trying to fill in these pages and use them. So here's kind of what they have looked like. I've been using this more for work, and so I'm gonna set up my page today for work. So I put all my to-dos that I need to do, and then if I have notes, and then if there's anything left over, I'll do a little journal entry. Or right here I put like weekly intentions. Here is like Instagram schedule. Here were the YouTube videos I want to work on for this week. And then sometimes I'll do prompts. So I don't know, it's kind of a mix up of stuff, like whatever just needs to be done. I am going to use some journaling stickers that are in my shop now. This is a newer one called Timeless Autumn. They're really like pretty. I really like these. They're kind of like a neutral fall. I've already used some, so that's why they're like empty. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and set up my day. All right, so first I have to get all the writing utensils and items I'm going to be using to fill out this page. I like to section off the page just because it makes it more manageable for me and kind of blocks it off into sections so I don't feel so overwhelmed by a full blank page. On the left column, I do a to-do list, but I label it today. I'm sure you've seen this. It is from Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co. She does this, and a lot of us Hobonichi cousin users get a lot of inspiration from her. So that is how I start. It's just nice for me to make a list first. That is what I do. I'm a list maker. So what I do is I just write work, and then I do like subcategories underneath that have to do with my shop and everything that goes with that. So it would be like new designs, orders, YouTube, Instagram, and I just write all the to-dos that have to do with that category. It keeps me organized and focused so I can be productive during the day and not just kind of be confused on what is the most important task that I should be getting done. But it just gives me a focus and prioritizes what the main things that I should be getting done that day. So after I get my to-do list done, sometimes I go over into the other side of the page, but if I'm not sure what I need to use that space for, then I will just leave that for the night or just later in the day. But this day I decided to do a prompt, and I usually get my prompt ideas from Pinterest. Right now I search for fall journal prompts or October journal prompts, and then I just kind of look through and see what I find inspiring or what I want to do. For this girl on her blog had a bunch of journaling prompts, but then she had a section where it said sparks quick thoughts, and it was just like phrases, which I really liked. So I did one of those using the phrase early morning fog. It instantly made me think of my kids walking down to the bus stop early in the morning during fall, and just seeing them walking and the cold in the morning, and then it just made me realize that I don't have that many falls left with my kids. My kids are older, they are in high school. One is a senior, one is a freshman, and potentially I only have one fall left with my daughter. Now there is a chance she will stay close to home during college, but we're not sure yet. So anyway, it just made me realize that, time is fleeing and you are not promised forever with your kids. And that sounds, they're not going to be home forever. So that's just kind of what I wrote about. I am sectioning it off again, and I'm going to be using this for work notes. Anytime I have brainstorming ideas or shop ideas, YouTube ideas, Instagram, anything like that, I have to write it down. I am notorious for thinking of something, saying, I will remember that, and then I don't remember it at all. So I basically write down everything unless I don't care to remember it. So for this YouTube video outline, I just wanted to kind of write down ideas of what I would film, maybe what I would say. This will be the video coming out next after this one that you're watching now. And I'm just wanting to kind of do something a little bit more than just a plan with me. I want it to be where we're planning the day and then I take you through my day. So it's kind of like a plan with me and a vlog together. I just think that would be really interesting. It's always more fun to see the person do the things that they're talking about than them just talking about it or saying it, writing it down. So I am still coming up with the title, like what I want this series to be called. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But yeah, that will be the next video that you guys see. And I kind of leave this blank because I was still kind of thinking of how I want to plan out the video all together. Next, with this little space, I decided to do another list with the new designs that I want to design on the computer for new releases. I've been wanting to get ahead on new collections, so I thought, all right, let's do this. So I wrote down moody clip art because it's just something I want a little bit darker, richer in color. And I did add a few more to-dos in that section later in the day, and I will tell you right now that everything on this list did get done that day. So that was a very busy day. Next, I'm just taking some stickers from that journaling collection and filling in the blank spaces. I actually prefer to write down everything and then put my stickers down. I find when I put my stickers down first that either I don't have enough space or I kind of put it in the wrong spot and needed that space to write something down. So this just makes it a little bit easier for me and the placement of stickers. Now, sometimes I will put the sticker down first in a corner or something because that doesn't really impact like where I'm writing, but for the most part, I do it after. Also, I made sure I cut out all these stars and dots on these journal pages just because I like to use them to decorate like I'm showing you right now, and I'm sure you guys would like to have them cut out. In the earlier ones that I did a couple weeks ago, I didn't cut out every single one. And then I was like, why am I not doing that? Because I want to use them too. So now every single star and dot is cut out for you. I really love these journal sheets. This type of design, like these smaller sheets, are new in the shop, just kind of something I'm going towards more when designing. I wanted to do something that kind of applied to the masses. You can use it in so many different planners and journals. And then they're also affordable. They're only $3 a sheet. And this week I did my first like $2 Tuesday. So I did a Christmas set, and Those were available for $2 until Thursday at midnight. So be on the lookout for more of those in the future. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna work with today for my to-do list, and then you saw me do my YouTube outline. I'm gonna film another video. The plan is tomorrow, so I just kind of wanted to write down some ideas of how I wanted to film that. And now we are going to the weekly, which today is Tuesday, and the kids and Ben had work and school off, so it kind of always throws me off. So we're gonna do a little bit of memory planning for Monday, but this is kind of what I did last week. Obviously I kind of started in the later half of the week, but I'm just kind of wanting to go more towards like journaling and stuff. So this is kind of what I came up with. It's going to be like a work in progress. So we'll just see how this week turns out. I want to use these. I've already used some, but these are another set of new stickers that I just put in the shop. So we're going to go with this set. Are you guys decorating with Halloween or fall? Like you saw in the daily pages, I did this at the beginning of October because I thought it was cute. But I was doing like Halloween theme, and then I just thought I would do some fall, and then we'll probably go back to Halloween. But I just really like these stickers. So anyway, we're going to start. I'm gonna be referencing this last week because I like how this turned out. Like I said, I'm using these, and then I did pull some washi tape. Maybe we'll go with the brown since there is a lot of orange. I'm just gonna mark the bottom. I like it to kind of be perfectly cut. For the weekly pages, well, like you saw, I've just been writing everything down. What did I do? I did write what I did for work, but it's not really like for me to reference my to-dos. That's what my daily page is for. But I probably will write down what I need to do, just because I obviously spend a majority of my day working, and that just needs to be put in, or else there would be a lot of blank space. So what I kind of like here was I kind of decorated on the top portion, and then I did a little bit on the bottom. So I kind of like the theme of like these, I was gonna say potatoes, of these pumpkins, the butterflies. I have some acorns. This little pear is cute too. So we're just gonna kind of decorate the top. Just a couple things. First, I like the washi not perfectly cut on the edges. I'm assuming that you guys understood that that's what I meant. Sometimes I listen back to my videos and I say the wrong thing, the wrong word, and I'm like, what in the world? But you guys are so sweet and never correct me, because I'm sure you guys just understand what I meant to say. And then second is, I did not mention the name of this collection, and it is Harvest Dreams, and I just love this artwork. I think it is so beautiful. This collection also comes with a gold foiled sheet that I did not include in showing here, but it is Thanksgiving theme. This is kind of my Thanksgiving collection, so I just wanted to mention that so you could find it in my shop. The reason why I'm also planning this way is because I feel like I've needed a little bit of a change. I needed to change something up with my planning just to make it so I want to use my planner, that I just kind of feel that spark again. I feel like once we do something for so long, it starts becoming redundant, maybe a little boring, and I just feel like I was wanting something different. So that's kind of why I'm not using weekly kits right now and just using more of a journaling style planning. This is really popular right now too, but I don't know. I'm kind of loving it, and it's just making it a little bit more enjoyable. I'm sure I will use weekly kits in the future too, but this is really bringing me some happiness and really making me want to open up my planner pages and write things down and spend time in it. Okay, so that's just kind of what I do to set it up, and then I will add more while I'm doing the weeks. So I always like to do dinners. I think I'm going to avoid the highlighter. We'll see how this is. Again, we're doing new things here. Also, my lettering is not good. Well, it's not professional or anything, so I just am doing my best. All right, I meal plan obviously, but I don't really put it to a day because it just depends. I feel like too many things can change, which then can change what we have for the day. I guess we're doing this. So usually I just put in what we had after I've already made the decision of what we are having. So yesterday we had chicken enchiladas. I think today I'm gonna make tomato soup. It is now soup season, but I'm not gonna write it down yet because things can change. Okay, and then I just like to do a this week. For things that I need to remember that maybe don't have a specific time like in the week, but that need to get done. So I'm not sure. My daughter still needs to take her senior pictures and we need to sign her up for a time. So I am going to do that today. Like, we need to get that done. There's time slots and we need to like pick one and get that going. Okay, next, I don't know. So I'm just going to I just do hearts for the checklist, okay? And then I'll write it in as I know, but right now that's all I can think of. Actually, I need to order her cap and gown. I did a birthday list. I need to do her birthday. I need to finish up her birthday stuff, so maybe I'll write that. Her birthday, well, actually both of our birthdays. Oh my gosh, I'm using the wrong pen. Whatever. It can be bold because this definitely is a priority. I also feel like since I'm doing this on camera and from far away so I can film it, that my writing is gonna just be, you know, not the best. But all right, going to Monday, since that I almost want to start with today because my memory is best, you know, in the morning. Let's just start with today because then I don't have to think as hard. All right, this morning, so kids go to school. So I do like how I do it like with this pen, like this Tombow. I don't even want to say that word, but this Tombow pen, and then with my just normal Muji gel pen. So let's see. And then I wanted to prioritize my stuff. So I got dressed and worked out and had breakfast. I prioritized my workout. So what are we gonna put? I do a girl here on YouTube I'm gonna put, I did day 13. I'm behind, but we got it done. Day 13 glutes, and then I did a 15-minute walk just to get in some steps early. So that's what I did, and then I came down here to work. So what, I'm just gonna kind of put what I've been doing. So I needed to film, which I'm doing now. I'm gonna work on orders today. I did a $2 Tuesday today. I'm calling it Nikki's Sticky Tuesday. And I need to do some Instagram stuff. And we'll just put that. And let's add a sticker. I need to pick up Katya. Her early day is today. I don't know where my tweezers went. So we're just gonna do that, and then while I'm filling out my planner for the week, let's talk a little bit about my planners. So obviously I'm still using the Hobonichi Cousin planner. I changed my daily pages to be more work friendly just because I feel like what I was using for work wasn't really benefiting me. So we changed it to just kind of condense like a normal weekly spread with then using the daily pages for my work to do plus notes and whatever else I need. And then you'll see it at the end of this video, but I did purchase a Hobonichi Weeks dupe. So it's just a week's planner, but that same size. And I wanted to try it out for my personal stuff, personal goals, schedules, to-dos, like home to-dos, projects I want to get done, all that type of stuff. And before I committed to a Hobonichi Weeks planner, I wanted to try it out because this planner is only like $10 on Amazon. I will leave it linked down below if you want to check it out. But anyway, so I've been trying that out just for a week. Like this is my second week using it, and I do like it, and I like the size of it, but I'm not sure if it's enough for me. This specific planner doesn't have notes pages, or it has very few, like 5, but I'm wondering if either I got the Hobonichi Weeks planner that has notes pages in the back that I could use as daily pages also, if that would help with what I'm needing exactly. So I'm also considering the Sterling ink version of Hobonichi Weeks. Hers is called N1, N2. I'm not sure what it stands for. I'm not super familiar with her planners, but looking for my 2026 planners, I've really been looking at her stuff. So I am considering getting one of those. But the main reason why I have been looking at her shop is because I am looking at her A5 to replace the Hobonichi Cousin. And the reason for that is because her planner is simplified and more neutral. And when I say simplified, I just mean it doesn't have all like the quotes and extra stuff that the Hobonichi Cousin has. It's just a lot more simple and neutral, which I really, really like. So I am considering getting that. And the reason why I haven't just like made an order is because I'm still deciding on if there are any other planners I want to get from her. I was considering getting a passport because I really want to do junk journaling, but as I've been journaling in the Hobonichi Cousin like more consistently, I don't think I want to do junk journaling in a normal type planner journal. I'm thinking I'm going to get a traveler's notebook, but I do think I might have some in my planner boxes because when the traveler's notebooks were really huge a few years ago, maybe I say few, but it might be 5+ years ago. I had bought some and then just never really was able to get into them, but I'm pretty sure I have been hoarding them all these years. So I'm going to dig in some boxes and see if I have some, and then start using them and see if that is what I want before I buy anything new. So what is that? We're looking at like an A5 hobonichi cousin type planner for work, maybe a weeks type planner for personal, a traveler's notebook for journaling, and then also I want to get the hobonichi A6 Techo. Vanessa from Hello Petite Paper uses one for journaling, just like really simple sticker journaling that I think is really pretty. But what I'm actually thinking about using it for is a recipe book. And I got this idea again from Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co. She has turned one into a recipe book, which I think is an amazing idea. And I really needed to find a place to consolidate all my like Pinterest recipes that I have found and that have become family favorites and all that. I do have a different recipe book that I got years, like 15 years ago, that does have recipes that I've written in it, but it's, you know, I just like the size of that. So I think I'm going to get one of those also for that. So what is that for? I mean, the recipe book isn't really considered like a planner, but I would be writing in it and using it and like updating it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys are going to be doing for next year. I'm still debating on what I think would be best for my personal planner, but those are my thoughts as of now. All right, I was going to also set up my like weeks dupe, that like hobonichi weeks dupe that I got. I started using this last week. I have been putting some just stickers in it from my shop to kind of just show what they look like in a planner like this. But I actually want to start using this because I was thinking maybe I could use a planner like this for next year. So I kind of started it in the back and I'm basically going backwards, but I think I'm gonna keep this video just where it is. I'm not sure how long it is, so maybe I'll do a video on this by itself. Let me know if you would be interested in seeing how I've been using this. Well, for 1 week, okay? I'm gonna use it this week too, but I don't know. Let me know down below if you'd wanna see that. But yeah, we're kind of changing up our planning way. This looks a little different too, but I've just been kind of liking more writing, not less stickers, but different stickers, journaling, more journal type. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you got some ideas, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.